Hey, welcome. We need to talk about 7-Zip. If you use this incredibly popular file tool, you're going to want to pay close attention. A nasty, fake version is making the rounds, and we'll show you how to check if you've been hit. And hey, if you don't use 7-Zip, stick around. You're about to find out why it's a huge upgrade over the Windows default, and most importantly, how to get it the safe way. Let's jump in.
So first things first, do you use 7-Zip? It's one of the most downloaded, most recommended utilities on the planet for a reason. But that kind of success, well, it paints a pretty big target on your back.
And here's the problem. A very convincing but very fake version of 7-Zip is out there. Its whole purpose is to sneak onto your computer and secretly turn it into something called a proxy, using your internet for who knows what kind of shady business. We're going to make absolutely sure your PC isn't one of them.
So you might be asking, why 7-Zip? Why are the bad guys going after this program? It's simple, really. They're targeting it because it's so popular, and it's popular because it's just so much better than the basic tool that comes built into Windows. Let's see why. Look, the standard zip that comes with Windows has one thing going for it: compatibility. Pretty much every computer on Earth can open a zip file, but that's where the wins stop. When you look at what really matters, how small your files get and how secure they are, 7-Zip's own 7Z format just blows it out of the water.
And this right here? This is the headline feature. We're talking about making your files 30 to 70% smaller than a normal zip file. If you're dealing with big projects, photo backups, or sending files over the internet, that is a massive, massive difference. It saves you storage space and it saves you time. So here's the bottom line. The Windows Zip tool is for convenience. It's there, it works, fine. But 7-Zip, that's for when you want real efficiency and, just as importantly, real security. It uses AES 256 encryption. That's military-grade stuff, a huge step up for protecting any files you don't want prying eyes to see.
Okay, so now you get why 7-Zip is such a big deal and why it's a target. Let's break down exactly how this scam operates so you can spot the red flags a mile away.
If you remember just one thing from this explainer, make it this. The official, safe, real website for 7-Zip ends in .org. The malicious, fake imposter site uses a lookalike address that ends in .com. It is such a small difference, but it's a critical one that has tricked a ton of people.
And these attackers are crafty. They're not just waiting for you to stumble onto their fake site. No, they're actively promoting it. They create misleading tutorials on YouTube or use clever tricks to make their fake site show up high in search results, making it look totally legit.
And this isn't some theoretical threat. It's affecting real people. This is a quote from a user on Reddit who realized they had accidentally installed the fake version on their brand new PC. You can just feel the frustration. It shows you how easy it is to fall into this trap.
So what does this malware actually do once it's on your machine? Well, it installs something called proxyware. The simple explanation is that it hijacks your internet connection and your IP address and then sells access to it. The buyers can then use your connection to hide their own activities, which could be anything from spam to serious cybercrime.
All right, enough about the problem. Let's talk solutions. It's time to get proactive. I'm going to walk you through a quick two-step security checkup to see if your computer has been compromised.
First, let's hunt for the Trojan. Go ahead and click your Start menu and just type Services. In the list that pops up, just scroll through and look for anything named Up Hero. See that? Red flag. For the second check, open up your File Explorer and go to your C drive, then to the Windows folder, and then to a folder called syswow64. If you see a folder in there called Up Hero, yep, your system is infected.
Now, listen up, because this is super important. Even if you checked for those things and came up clean, you're not quite out of the woods yet. Being safe from the fake 7-Zip is only half the problem. A totally separate, really critical security flaw was found in older official versions of 7-Zip, meaning you could still be at risk.
So here's the second part of your checkup. Just open the 7-Zip program itself. Go to the Help menu up top and click on About 7-Zip. A little window will pop up with the version number. If that number is anything lower than 25.00, you are vulnerable and you absolutely need to update.
Okay, we've made it to the final, most important part. Whether you found the Trojan or you just realized you're running an old version, here's exactly what to do to get your system safe and secure with the right software.
So if you found that Up Here service or the Hero folder, your first move is to run a full scan with a good antivirus program. Something like Malwarebytes is known to clean this specific infection right up. For most people, that's all you'll need. If you're a bit more tech-savvy, you can also go in and manually stop and delete the service yourself and then delete that folder. Now, this part is for everyone. Go to your control panel and just uninstall whatever version of 7-Zip you have on there now. Get a fresh start. Then, open your web browser and go directly to 7zip.org. That's .org. Download the latest stable version you see on the homepage and install it. That's it. You're now clean, patched, and ready to go.
So what are the big takeaways here? First, always get your software from the official source, in this case the .org site. Second, remember that 7-Zip isn't just another utility. It's a fantastic free power-up for your PC. And finally, please remember that keeping your apps updated is every bit as important for your security as running Windows Update.
So, I'll leave you with a question. Now that you know there's a faster, more efficient, and more secure tool out there, and you know exactly how to get it safely, is the basic Windows default really good enough anymore? Thanks so much for watching.